All right, Texans, Steelers. We saw the starters a little bit, and they look great, especially the ones that we talk about the most. Let's get right into it. This segment sponsored by BetUS. Get plus 125% back on your first 3 deposits. Use the code in the comments. Let's start right off the top. Texans kick off. Justin Fields at quarterback. You see Danielle Hunter up here on the top. Justin Fields is about to see him, and he's about to avoid getting his head taken off. Look at Danielle Hunter. Boom. Right in his face. A little juke, though. A little struggles there. Texans secondary, not great. Now we got a little 3rd and 4. Danielle Hunter, you saw him earlier get close to Fields without taking him down. Things have changed a little bit. One arm right there. Just throws him down. Them biceps. Kay Adams called him the most intimidating guy in the league. 16.5 sacks last year. I actually think the Texans edge guys might be better than the receivers, and I think the receivers might be elite. They did a really good job there with Danielle Hunter. Now you got CJ on the field. Little trips. Tank Dell, touchdown, 34 yards. Boom. Game over. Sit on the sidelines, put the sweats on, do whatever you got to do. CJ Stroud, Tank Dell, best friends on $1 million worth of game this offseason. They call each other brothers. We don't know who the number 1 receiver is going to be for the Texans. Some think it's going to be Diggs. Some thinks it's going to be Collins. Some think it'll be Tank Dell. But Tank Dell doing his thing and CJ Stroud feeling it. Last play of the game for those two guys. Tank Dell just chilling. Boom. CJ excited about it. Look at that. Ooh, get off me. Get off me. Boom. Man, I get nervous when he gets hit in those legs, though. Go to the first quarter a little bit later. Look at Derek Barnett blowing dudes up. Nice throw by Justin Fields. You see Bullock in coverage there. I don't think he's ready to be a starting safety. The safety position is still something to be a little bit worried about. Just a little bit. Then you have Jerry Hughes forcing Fields into Neville Hewitt's grasp. Steelers going to punt. Defense doing their thing. Special teams guy Hewitt with the sack. Got a little Davis Mills action. And no. Fling him down. Got to make that tackle. Phillips has been a guy, like, he got a lot of love in the offseason. Phillips has not really impressed me that much. A little play action. Kyle Allen across the middle, just right there. That's Chris Boyd, though. I hear people criticizing the secondary. Chris Boyd's not going to be in coverage. I can promise you. You don't want Chris Boyd in coverage. I've watched too many Texas games. Feisty. You want him on your team. You want him fighting for you. But you don't want him in coverage. Look at Townsend. Oh, we get a Townsend punt. Okay. Townsend with the punt. Hang time. Earlier in the game, he had a 56, by the way, that was fair caught. The hang time is insane. You can tell that my man's a little bit nervous. That's a little bit higher than he's used to. It's like smoking some of that marijuana that's too strong for you. This punt is way too high for him. Muff, recover. Mr. Hill. I got a little Davis Mills action. Look at this. Boom. Robert Woods up the middle. And they didn't show the John Mechie drop. There was a John Mechie drop on this series. I think a lot of the Texans fan base is realizing whoever the hell was saying that John Mechie was balling in camp, like, maybe it's just a practice thing, but he sure as hell isn't doing it in games. And Robert Woods had his best week of practice, according to Cody Stutes, who was on the scene. And now you have him leading the team in receiving today. You got to wonder about the future of John Mechie. This was a bad series for John Mechie. And now we have the running back situation where Damian Pierce, some will say there were no holes. Others will say he doesn't know when to cut in this system. But Dare Gumbawale, he's had a hell of a camp. He likes this system. He's going to cap this one off. Boom. This segment, by the way, is brought to you by BetUS. BetUS had the props up of this game. BetUS has a lot of props up that are really intriguing when it comes to the Texans. Go in the comments and be sure to get in on the BetUS and all the action they got going. 14-0 right there. If you would have taken the Texans -1.5, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. Just good run. And then we get a little field goal action at the end of the half. Little Fairbairn, 17-0. And then we go to the third. This is where it gets a little sloppy. Number 90, Gaye, Gaye. He played the majority of the game. There were times where you kind of got a little bit frustrated with him not making plays, but the effort's always there. The motor's always there. Second-year guy, I think, out of LSU. Keep an eye on him. Kyle Allen action. The out, man. You got to get in there. See, this is where you're getting Bryant, Stewart, all that. Just not great. They didn't show the missed pass either from Kyle Allen. Should have been at least 17-7 here. There's the touchdown. Yay, 17-7. There's that guy again, Stewart. Hutchinson in motion. Slowick can't help himself with the reverses. Hutchinson, there you go. So Hutchinson outperforming Mechie too. Again, not much from him. And this is Fairbairn once again. Booms it. His second boomer. He's going to miss a big one, though. Again, you don't want MJ Stewart out there on the field when it's not special teams. It's not ideal. Touchdown, cap it off. There you go. This is where if you bet on the Texans and you were a sicko in the preseason, you feel a little weird, but this is where it's about done. Close to a fumble recovery. Now we're going to a fourth down. By the way, they missed a tackle that could have iced this in this situation. Across the middle. Man who went to Pittsburgh, right next door, Brandon Hill, draft pick last year, doing his thing with the interception. Had to feel good. Probably had a lot of people he knew in the stands. The proud Pitt Panther. And the Texans win the game. The Texans cover. And you know damn well we were betting, courtesy of BetUS. So there you go. The highlights. The questions that emerge from these highlights, there you go. There's that victory formation. Case Keenum, by the way, fourth string quarterback. How about that? There you go. Kyle Allen, it's all right, buddy. D'Amico, it's all right, buddy. There you go. So those are the highlights. Questions that emerge, and I think these are going to be the talking points throughout the week. I'm about to get on the road. I'm going up to my fantasy draft. I got a few-hour drive in front of me. I got to figure out what the hell I'm going to do. Am I going to take any Texans? What should I do? What will I do? I got some guys on the radar. The questions, though, is Mechie going to make the team? I think it's a question that is going to be more discussed now, although it should have been discussed before. Is Dameon Pierce good to go at 2? Do you feel good about Dameon Pierce is your second running back? Combined with the questions, Akers is better than Pierce, isn't he? I think it's a fair question. We saw Akers with 6 touches on one series, including a kickoff return. They're finding ways to get him on the field. What do we see with Akers? And the final thing, this isn't even a question. This is just a statement with 3 dots. Fairbairn, what are we doing? Shout out to BetUS for sponsoring the segment. Shout out to you for coming through. Enjoy your Saturday. The Mark Berman interview, the awesome interview, drops tomorrow at noon. Reaction Monday on Monday. We're going to have the live streams throughout the week. It's going to be a fun time. Always remember, when it comes to this Texan stuff, we're all in it together. Thanks for coming through.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the Locker Room on YouTube. You know what it is. Let's get it. Hey, Locker Room. Yeah, we in the locker room.